All right, welcome to the channel. My name is Kevin. I am your empowerment coach. As always, my goal is to empower you to live better, love better, be better. I'm joined again by my wife, Tarsha.
Yes. Oh, you forgot the beautiful part.
The beautiful, amazing, talented, all that, and a bag of chips.
And you're good too.
I think I'm good. I think I'm all right. All right. So we wanted to do live because the response
has
to
been
this video has
crazy.
been crazy. First of all, to all of our new subscribers, welcome to the channel. We appreciate you guys subscribing.
Hey.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, you got time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notifications. We want to make sure you stay up to date on everything that we do. Mm-hmm. And we've been talking about this
Chris and Nyaa thing. Man, I was chopping it up with one of my good friends, and she was like, me and my husband were talking about this. And I was like, well, how many other husbands and wives been like, so you gonna handle money? Am I gonna handle money? Am I staying at home? We was trying to figure out how many households were just like turned upside down by this episode. So
because it hit at some things, right?
Yeah,
it hit at some things. And I think aside from the money issue, it was how Nyaa just like switched, right?
Right.
So we were like, look, we're kind of new to this YouTube thing. And so we're like, hey, let's go ahead and let's do a live show.
Yep.
Let's talk. So
let's talk.
Here's the thing, how this is going to work. We've got a couple that we've known for a little while.
Yep.
They had some conversation around this topic too. So we want to kind of talk with them about it, but also we want to hear your thoughts, your opinion. So if you're watching us live right now, we'll make the link available throughout the show. But if you want to be on screen with us, if you want to be pulled into the show and give us your thoughts, your comments, and you are camera ready. Now listen, be camera ready. All right. Dressed. Yes.
Appropriate.
Yes.
We don't want to be taken down.
It doesn't have to be Beyonce level, but I mean, just let's just be decent about it, right?
Right.
But we wanna hear your thoughts on it. We're gonna talk about. I'll even give some predictions because the next show is tomorrow. So there's some things that I'm like, we might see some stuff.
Yeah, maybe I thought we would read a couple of comments too and see how we were feeling about the comments that was placed in. So
vibe with us, hang out with us, let us know. Yes, that's right. TLC, camera ready. Camera ready. All right, so we're gonna bring our couple in. This is LaKenya and Greg Martin. Hey folks, how's it going? LaKenya and Greg. All right, come on, y'all. Unmute.
Hey, we're good.
All right.
Hey, so kind of just tell us like where you from, how long you've been married, and just kind of like how did this play out for you guys as y'all got to the end of this episode?
Okay, so I'm gonna start with me since I am the man of the house. I'm Greg.
Go ahead.
And she's LaKenya. We're the Martins. We've been married for 19 years. Soon to be 20 September. Met my baby years and years ago, actually on my mother's birthday. So I'll never forget it.
Okay.
October 7th. So that was the day that, my life changed.
Okay.
There
we go.
Hello again. Hello, I'm LaKenya. Again, we've been married 19 years, and this is my best friend. I really do love him. I cherish him. I annoy him, but I do admire him a lot. I love him. Yeah. So this episode brought up some interesting facts about me that my husband didn't know. I will say, so we got married young, we had our kids young, early into our relationship, and we just never discussed finances. We just knew with the situation we were in, we were moving into our first apartment. We weren't looking to move back home. We were getting married. We were going to make it work. So it was just, we were doing what we have to do to stay afloat. You know, you're young, you're in your 20s, you don't know anything about budgeting, money, handling a household. So that's what we were focused on. Just, hey, the rent's due, pay the rent. Light bill, water bill, we need groceries, go to the store. We're just making it, you know, day to day. So when this topic came up about the finances, I was looking at Greg and he was like shaking his head, frowned up, and I was like, I agree with it. And his head just like turned like a zombie, like, what? Like, what do you mean you agree with that? So of course, because we knew we were talking about it with you guys tonight, we discussed it again, a little more mellow. But I don't know, and Tarsha and I talked about it too, and I think maybe it is a Southern thing, but I just always grew up hearing the men around me say, you know, I'm the man of the house, I take care of the mortgage, the rent, that's not a woman's responsibility. Now, that's not how we handle our household. Now we do, hey, rent's due on the first, here's the money, you make a deposit this time. That's how we handle it. But even though we don't handle our household like that, that's how I think it should be. And Mr. Martin just doesn't see it that way.
Okay, so
well, from my point of
Greg, so you're watching this, right? While you're shaking your head, what are you thinking? Like, what? I mean, kind of tell us what was going on in your head when you were hearing Nyaa.
Well, we've never discussed it, so it just came out of left field. Because we've always taken care of everything together. Because at one point she was making more money than me, and it's like, okay, this is what I can do. This is what I can. This is my limit, and it's like, okay, you go ahead and you kick in, and let's get this taken care of. Okay, but you know, years things have changed, and education came along, and now it's to the point where, okay, I can pretty much take care of everything at the house at this point and some. But it's always, okay, I've always said Team Martin. Team Martin. We put our resources together and we take care of everything together, and it's done.
So how did you feel like, okay, so you're hearing this, you know, like her looking at Chris crazy, like, what? You ain't gonna do what? What were you thinking about at that time? Like, because you shaking your head, what are you thinking? Like, Nyaa was totally wrong, or she was kind of off? How were you feeling about how she was presenting this?
I felt she came off a little strong.
Okay.
She didn't let him explain himself, or she never asked the question, are you in the predicament or to be able to handle everything or handle this big bill on your own without me having to assist you? She just, after he told her how he felt, she just shut down. Okay, I'm going to the next guy that possibly can do this. Because she's looking for stability, and every woman should have that stability.
Right.
For a man, not only with finances, but with everything else.
Right.
Everything else in life. So, you know, that's how I felt with it.
Yeah, I think that the thing that we talked about was that every woman wants stability and every man wants to provide stability.
Correct.
I think that's a given. That's off the top the way it should be. But the thing was, and like you said, Team Martin, we've approached it. We've been married 24, will be 25 years in May, and we've approached it from the beginning that we're Team Crawley. So it's just everything goes in there, and we just now. Would I love to get to a point where I am just?
You can have it.
Yeah, but hear me. I've also said, look, if she, you know, strikes a deal or something like that, and I become Stedman to her Oprah, I'm not gonna be mad.
Right.
I'm not. I'll wash some dishes. I think that it
you wash dishes now.
No, I don't. That's what kids are for.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
That's what kids are for.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Jordan.
No, I do. Now, I'm being funny, but we do stuff around the house together, right?
We do stuff, or I ask, like, can you put the dishes in the dishwasher? Can you do this? Oh yeah, I can do that. Okay, yeah.
But it is, I think for us when we were watching, it was a short conversation on what really is a long conversation. Right. It's something that you can't really just have that deep of a conversation regarding how that looks for you. And this is what we on the show, it's week 6, right. But really it's probably only like day 4, day 6 or 7 or something like that.
Right.
So it's not like they've been dating for a long time and now they're really starting to take some steps towards marriage and have that thing. So
well, and then you kept saying like, well, what's she gonna do with her money?
That's the other thing.
She got a business.
She's a business owner.
If she's gonna be, having babies, don't she got a business? Where her money gonna be going? And I was like, well, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So we were kind of like laughing at that because Ken was just like, I said, well, maybe they can put their money in stock. They can go on vacation,
If her money goes towards the investment, because now there's a whole lot of things going on with this couple, with Chris and Nyaa. But if she puts her money in investments, if she is the one that, this is their vacation, cool. But the way she was coming off was like, look, his money is going towards everything, and whatever I do, that's just on me. That's just me.
Yeah.
Right. That was my point exactly. Okay, he's putting out everything. He's footing everything in the big bills, and when it comes to her paycheck, it take care of these small little things, cable, internet, stuff like that, which amount, if it's down to the minimum, it can amount to maybe $300 a month. And if you bring home $1,700, $1,800, $2,000 a paycheck, okay, what are you gonna do with all of your money? While I sit back, I got $200 left in a month or out of paycheck, and what are you gonna do with your money? Shop, everything else. That was my point. That was my point with that. And it just made me feel, a little uneasy because we're changing. Why we've always done it this way for years. Why are we changing right now?
But I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean that, you're supposed to take care of the whole household and my check is just my check. My thought process was, you're the man of the house. You're providing the covering, the protection, the shield of the house. I just think the man's supposed to pay the mortgage, the rent. But I didn't say, you pay the light, water, phone, gas, internet, all of that. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like the mortgage. Yeah. That's just how I grew up. That's what I thought. That's what I meant.
And I think
there's a whole lot of miscommunication there.
What do y'all thought about her vibes? Because TLC was like, what do y'all? Because it was like gold digger vibes going on.
Yeah. That's how I took it too. Because even though that's how she felt and he provided his answer and she didn't agree with it, even when he came back at dinner time to discuss it with her again, she still had totally dismissed him. I'm like, well, what happens to day one feelings or the energy and the chemistry that y'all had? You should both be mature enough to discuss it. Well, this is why I think the man should pay, or this is why I think we should split it. And then you come to a happy medium, because if you're going to be in a relationship with this person, you're going to have to meet halfway on a lot of things. It's not always the man does all of this, the woman does all of that. But if you're coming from, two separate areas.
So what I was trying to say was, and she looking like,
she was eating bad nose lashes. And
it was like, that's what you do. It was like she had, it came off like she had hate in her heart towards this man. In a quick moment, Rolanda says, and if I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry, but says she wants a baby and all the man's paycheck. After 2 kids, she's gone, and he's left with child support and no wife.
I agree.
Listen, we know a relationship that went down like that.
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I didn't get it. It was like everybody was like, when they were at Tommy's Tavern, and and everybody looking at her like, what?
Because it was. If you look at the previous episodes, she is just like,
in.
She's all in.
Yes.
She wasn't obliging his interest. She was all in, right?
Yeah,
Right.
she was.
You know, and now here's one of my first predictions.
Okay.
My first prediction for tomorrow, because tomorrow is a new episode.
Okay.
It's elimination night.
I don't think that she's gonna make it past this episode.
I don't think so
No.
either.
No.
You don't think Edwin's gonna try to hold on to her? Because Edwin was kind of starting to.
Edwin was like, where this coming from? But Edwin is feeling Winter and Joy more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Edwin, those are his probably his top two. Nobody was considering Nyaa because Nyaa and Chris were so hugged up.
It was always with Chris. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I don't think, she didn't have a connection with anybody else. And I
don't. So speaking of that, then when she was with when they were out in the park or whatever, and they kissed, and she said they had made the comment, "Where's the Ritz-Carlton?" So right there, no man that's looking for a wife that's gonna be long term. We're in love. Why is it that easy that we got to go to the Ritz-Carlton right now? Because we had a kiss and we had a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even remember that. That's good.
Yeah, I watched it again and I heard it again. I was like, and then she said Ritz-Carlton. Like,
yeah. So she's definitely coming off as a gold digger.
Yeah.
Gotcha. See, she should have been around my boy that they were talking about, the one who has the pajamas that he gets from Nordstrom's.
Rashid.
Rashid. That's who she should have been checking for if she really wanted something going there.
But I don't know if you also caught this also, but when she found out that Chris was a deacon, remember she said, "Oh, we could be pregnant right now. We could be pregnant right now."
She did say that.
So the thing that drives her is that she did say at the beginning in the casting special that she wanted to be that she always dreamed about being that person that was a stay-at-home mom and what have you. So we get that, but now we're looking at, okay, she's willing to do almost anything and just go with the first person that's, because we don't know, she's throwing away Chris, who was definitely into her. Right. And if they had some time, they could have had some conversations. She threw away Chris just because Edwin gave her the right answer, but that don't mean Edwin is feeling her.
Thank you. Well,
exactly.
I know he had a little interest, but it's like, how you going to just drop your job? You own a business, going to lay on your back for 9 months and try to come up with a baby. And then I'm supposed to just take care of everything. I mean, like, you need to work in that conversation, like day one, like when she got to the resort, like, hey, I'm looking for babies and to stay home. I don't want to work no more. Is what she should have said.
Right.
I don't think any of the men on there are about that life when they want it.
I mean, because for me, times have changed. Because from what I've heard from my mom and my dad, no man, I grew up with that. No man wants a kept woman, so to speak. She wants to stay at home and do what she wants, but he's out working 16, 18 hours a day to take care of everything at home. Because I've had that experience and seen it with my own eyes with a really, really close friend of mine and his wife, where they're not here anymore. So in Phoenix anymore. So, and you can't put all that pressure on your husband. Yeah. And when it's already tough in the world anyway, for us.
Right.
For us. You got to have his back.
And I think also we're talking about a different economy right now too. I mean, without getting too technical, but I think we're looking at a different economy where I think when we had our second child, when we had Caleb, there was a time where I was just like, look, I was like, let's see if we can do this where you stay at home, go to school, I'll work. And it worked for a short period of time.
Well, the other thing was my whole check was going to the daycare.
Right.
So it's like, do I work to pay daycare or should I try to stay home and see if he can handle everything while, I take care of our son and our daughter who was like 5 at the time.
Right.
So we're trying to balance what's going to really work. Why am I going to pay $500 like a month in daycare for one kid?
Right.
And then have to pay, $200 more for a toddler. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
I could probably try to stay at home. So we did that for like 9 months, but it was never my goal to stay home because I was about to lose my mind.
Here's the other thing about how that went down with Nyaa and Chris. Looking at the comments from the video, Shanna Wharton said, Nyaa is an opportunist and homie hopper. I fell out when I read that, when she said he was a homie hopper.
Yeah.
But think about this, because here's the thing. All those guys, the reason I don't think Nya's going to be there long is all those guys watched her and Chris. And so now
Chris is
gone. And the way, if it went down as dirty as we think it went down, or the way it went down, Greg, tell me if I'm right. But if you see, there's a young lady that you're like, okay, she's cool and everything, but you see how she does your boy.
Right.
Are you messing with her?
Right.
Not at all.
I'm not messing with her.
She's done.
She's done. She needs to find another group of guys to kind of figure out. But it was like, I'd be like, no, I'm good. You can go.
Because if one of the guys said something that she's not aligned with, it's like, okay, well, you're gone. Who's going to say what I want to hear next?
Yeah. So who do y'all think? Okay, so if Nya's gone, who's going to be? Because is it going to be 2 or 1?
It'll be 1 because it was just 1 this time, right?
Oh, but we were thinking Denise, weren't you? No.
At first I thought Denise.
Yeah.
So did I.
But I think Denise is going to stick around a little while.
Yeah.
She made another connection though.
It depends.
Like she likes Anthony, but she said she loves.
She in love.
Yeah.
She was like, I want to put a ring on it now.
Yeah. But I think, and a couple of people in the comments agreed, I think that Kalfani is like, he's good with her, but he's not smitten with her.
Yeah. He's not smitten. No. Yeah. I think he like
Adriana.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's just feeling her though, because she's so into him. Because he was like, oh, I like the way she looks at me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, boy, I know a lot of women probably drooling over you. So what is that? What does that mean?
Real quick, let me just jump in. If you're watching and you want to join us online, if you want to be part of the conversation for a little bit, if you want to give us your thoughts, your predictions, go ahead. That link that is there, I'll put it in the comments again. But click the link there. It will take you in so that you can come and join into the conversation with us for a little bit. We definitely would love to hear your thoughts, as opposed to just because we're reading them as they're going along, but we like to read them or hear them as well.
Yeah. So okay, so we're thinking Nyaa, high end. She number 1, go.
Yeah. I think Nyaa is gone.
Okay.
And if you go back to the trailer, and part of the reason I say this, if you go back to the trailer, if you know me, I do a little investigation of everything, right? So if you go back to the trailer from the very first episode, there's a woman who's like, all right, take this off, and she's just like, she's done. That's Nyaa. I think Nyaa has a blow up.
Oh, you think Nyaa has a blow up?
I think Nyaa has a blow up, or somebody says something to her that she's like, you know what, I'm done.
But what about Simone though? If there are 2, I thought it was 2 eliminations tomorrow, but I thought maybe it's 1. Well, it may be out of her and Simone, which I'm leaning more towards Nyaa being gone too. But Simone kind of was messy last episode, and these are mature adults. They're here for more than just playing games, and I think she kind of maybe acts herself out. So she may be saved because of Naya's bad attitude, but I think Simone should go.
But Rasheed looked like he's saving her too.
Yeah, did you see him hugged up on the little hayride?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So it's just like you never know, because it's like every time someone try to hook up with someone, I'm like, y'all better be moving it around.
Keep it flowing.
Keep it moving. You never know.
Different interests.
Yep.
Yes. Too many of them. Like, this is the opportunity. You can date as many people at the same time.
Mhm.
Stop getting stuck on one person.
Right.
Crazy.
Like Diane is really stuck on California.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, she is. Denise is just like
she's trying to say she's interested in Anthony.
I like the energy she had with Anthony.
Yeah.
Because she let her hair down. She was just like, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
She softened up.
Funny, she got really possessive.
She's like, we're spiritual.
I think that's probably what scared him away.
Yeah.
Yes. It was just too much too soon.
Because I mean, a man wants to be wanted.
Right.
But we don't want to be smothered.
Right. Absolutely.
No smothering.
Don't
no
smother.
Where you going?
If every 5 seconds I'm talking to somebody and I'm just it's just, hey, you know, can I get fries with that? And you have an attitude with me talking to the McDonald's lady, we got problems. I don't need that.
Kevin.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
That is crazy. Okay, so what about what's going on between Winner and Joy and their whole triangle they got going on?
Winner, Joy, and Jay.
Yes.
How
y'all feel about them couples? Like, they swapping.
I think Jay and Joy is a good couple. But then also I think Edwin and Joy make a better couple.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Edwin and Winter. I think they had a connection.
They did.
They had a connection.
Edwin
had a connection.
Winter and Edwin.
In the comments, they call him Clark.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys see that. TLC has been Clark Kent. Talking about Edwin.
Yeah. See, because I like Edwin's style, but I like Jay's how he dressed.
Okay.
That's for me. But for as a man and matching with a woman, I like Edwin better than any guy that's still on now.
Okay.
Because of what he's standing for, and he has that vision that he's seeing already. You know, let me steer clear of this person because I'm not feeling her spiritually.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yep. And I guess we'll see, because he's playing it like he's playing it like right in the middle. So he's like that even keel guy. He give you just enough to let you know he's there.
Right.
But yet, like, he's still in the background, like.
Because I was a little concerned about him in the first few episodes because it seemed like he was just kind of in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But he's done it right in that he's like, look, let me kind of just move around and see what's there.
Right. What's going on?
And now he's in a position where he's got a couple of options.
Yeah.
And then one option that was just thrown at him,
right.
Nyaa.
Right.
But he's got a couple of options, and all the options are viable options.
Right. And I mean, I like Joy because Joy is like, I'm mature. I'm writing. Like, she's like, she knows what she wants.
Classy.
Yes.
And
like
she just
classy.
Yes. She would be like, that's like the homegirl you love to have, because she'll tell you straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she'll keep it real and classy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's like my favorite.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think she's gonna go to the end.
I think
all the men even like Joy.
Yeah, I think Joy will get to the end with someone.
Edwin or Jay?
I think Edwin will get to the end with someone.
But you don't think it's gonna be?
It's gonna be 3 couples. So
yeah. I mean, if I had to choose right now of the guys that I think will make it to the end with someone, I'm thinking Edwin, Jay, and
Kalafani?
A toss-up between Kalafani and Rashid, just because I need to see Rashid and Simone. I need to see what's happening there. Because Rashid and Adriana, I think Adriana, her better choice of the 2 guys between Kalafani and Rashid, I think her better choice is Rashid.
Yeah.
But it's a question of whether or not Rashid it's a question of whether Rashid really chooses Simone or Adriana.
Yeah, because she ghosted him. So it's just like,
yeah,
I know he wasn't ready because like he was just getting out of a divorce and everything.
Bad timing.
You know, so you could say, hey, get your life together. I mean, but she was like, you know what? I wasn't expecting to see you anymore. And then you show up.
Right.
And I think he was just curious because he's like, hey, we actually went out on a date.
Right.
And
now they have the chance to explore it a little more without full on commitment.
Right. So Greg, if LaKenya had ghosted you and then she came back up later, would you give her another chance?
Well, if she came back to me genuinely, and it's a believable excuse, maybe, but I'm gonna make her suffer.
Oh, you gonna make I'm gonna make her work for it.
Tarsha, I'm coming to sleep on the couch. Get the bed ready. I'm coming down.
Yeah, but you know.
So I think that's the kind of things. I think it's this season. I think is a little more interesting.
Oh yeah, than the first two.
Because the first two,
it's more realistic.
Yeah,
right.
And I think the added thing of everybody being on the resort together.
Yes,
because that's how we find out about Miss. What was her name?
David and Alicia
and Brian. First of all,
Brian. I always call him David
because Brian needs to learn how to communicate. Because Brian is irritating me with his triple talk. He's not even double talking.
Triple talking.
He going around the corner to talk about next door. He is just like
right.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Instead of being straightforward.
Right.
I think maybe you just didn't want to hurt her feelings, but didn't know how to say it. It's not that that's a reason or excuse, but.
And I get it.
I think that's what was wrong.
There's too many men that have that problem.
Right.
And so they get themselves in more trouble. Instead of you just being upfront with me, you just stringing me along. You know, we rather just like pull the Band-Aid off. You don't want me to be you.
Yeah.
You know, I'll stop texting you. Like, I won't call, you know, and stuff like that. But he was just like sloppy. Now, did you hear? We keep hearing that Alicia was 5 months pregnant when this taping was going on.
Really?
What? So see, now I gotta go search for it. I'm like Kevin, I gotta go search for it.
So that
she did look a little chunky, like to me. She did.
She was just curvy. You know, you can't.
Yeah,
it's like it's hard to tell.
So yeah, we don't know for sure, but on KG's Twitter, he said something, and then he came back. It's like, I take that back. I was a little drunk, what have you. But a lot of folks, there's a rumor going around she was 5 months pregnant, or at least pregnant on the show.
Oh,
wow.
So
yeah, she needed to be dismissed then.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but yes, Brian should have been able to say, you know what, I don't want to do the Netflix and chill thing. I don't want. And he explained it later on. Said, that's a step too far.
Right.
He should have been man enough in many respects to say, hey, you know what, it's been a great evening. Let's just, let's meet up at breakfast.
Right.
So, how were y'all feeling when he was trying to answer that cheat question? So the friend is trying to say, okay, so have you ever cheated? And here we go again. He didn't know what to say.
Yeah, because I think he's kind of lived on that, and he really don't know how to stop, and it's just like almost cold turkey for him, and he's having those withdrawals. He's having those cheating withdrawals.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he did say he was celibate. Was he the one that said he was celibate? Was it him?
I think so.
He was like, I've been celibate for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow. Right. A couple months.
Right.
Interesting.
Hey, so we'll see if he can really just be upfront saying, hey, these are the things that I did in my past. Now, I think every woman is good on saying, it was your past. I'm your future.
Right.
All right, let's move on. How am I gonna hold you something I wasn't a part of? You know, why am I gonna get mad over it? You didn't cheat on me, you know. But I want to make sure, are you done or are you finished? Because
the timing of it, because in one of the previous seasons, there was the guy Paco. I don't know if you guys remember him.
It just crossed my mind,
But Paco had been married twice, and both marriages ended because he cheated. So in that respect, he's got a track record of being committed, but still cheating.
Right.
So it would be a question of when was it and what was the circumstances? Because if we're talking 15 years ago, but you've had some long-term relationships between now and then, that's different than I just I just got a relationship with my baby mama and it was because I cheated on her. That's now we need to investigate if that's just going to be a pattern or something else is going on. So
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it could be a host of issues, abandonment, anything like that.
Right.
All right. So any other predictions? I'm going to throw it out to those that are watching. If you're watching live and you want to participate in the conversation, you want to come on screen, just be camera ready. Click the link that's there. I'll post it again. But then also let us know in the comments, what are your predictions for tomorrow's episode? I've already gone on record saying that Nya's gone.
It's recorded.
It's recorded. So if I'm right, y'all better call up Will Packer and get me some producer credits.
Okay.
I'm writing this show for him. I'm writing the show for him.
Tommy.
No, me and nephew Tommy need to co-host now.
Okay. Shoot. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have my popcorn ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just have it done. I'm like, all right, come on, bring it. I want to see what's going on because this season's been spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been a really good season of this one.
Yeah. All right.
All right. No
TLC agrees that Nyaa is gone.
Okay.
So it looks like that's probably the consensus, is that Nyaa is probably on her way back to her salon. Doing hair.
She tried.
Maybe calling into KG's radio show and seeing if she can at least get a Quiet Storm song request from her.
Right.
Because I'm just gonna say
I would be funny if he makes mad money on the side, like he got to hustle somehow, somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot of things. I mean, I'm done with Nyaa. I'm done with Nyaa. So, all right, but we're gonna jump out of there. Yes, not the salon. Yes, she's going back to the salon. TLC. All right, but we're gonna jump out of here. We appreciate our guests, the Martins, who joined with us for this conversation.
Thank
all
you.
of you guys who have been watching and joining with us as we just decided to go live and kind of talk through, because you guys have been really just, this episode, I think, sparked a lot of different conversations. A lot of folks were like, what in the world? So we appreciate you guys coming on, watching. Make sure that if you have not already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, hit the likes, let folks know, and then we'll have our next video out. After tomorrow's episode, we'll get another video out, and just make sure you are connected. Look, TLC said the Martins, y'all cute, so y'all got another fan.
Thank you.
All right, but that's it. We love you guys. Have a good one. Be blessed.
All right. Love you all too.
Bye. Thank you. Tarsha, I'll see you at the gym in the morning.